Once again proved how important it is to be prepared for the threat of tornadoes. So you may have seen her on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. Joining us now with some easy tips is Tori Breen. Tori, I know you've got a lot of followers. What made you decide to go over, safety things like making a tornado kit, for example?
I was just really nervous for this year because I keep hearing that tornado season is going to be really bad, kind of just comparing it to when Joplin happened in 2011. So I was like, I'd rather have something and just be prepared and not need it instead of need it and not have it. So I just made a quick list, and it really just took 5 minutes to jot down some stuff. And then I just put it all in a bin and I just keep it in my little safe space, and I feel so much better.
What was key about what you just said was it didn't take you very long. It took you all of 5 minutes. So anybody could do this, right?
Oh yeah. My coworker and I at work, I was like, I need to come up with a bin, and I'm just going to put a bunch of supplies in there. And we both were just like, oh, you should add this and I could have that. So it literally just took 5 minutes.
I watched the video, and at the end, you told followers or anyone who watched it to suggest any other options that they would recommend for the box. Did you get any really good ideas that you didn't think of?
Yes, I did. Helmets. I actually have them in my kit right now. Helmets, I think, is a great idea just to have and for little kids. And then a lot of people are commenting to have a car seat down there if you have an infant, and I love that. And then I got some silly ones too. I cook on the Blackstone a lot, and they're like, make sure you bring your Blackstone down there. But yeah, the comments were great.
So let's talk about your bin. I will admit, I thought your bin was pretty big. Do you have a place where all of you can go together and be safe and take your bin too?
Yes. So I have a finished basement, but then there's also an unfinished part, and we are just going to nestle down underneath the stairs, and actually have an extra mattress in there that we just have in storage, and we're just going to lock us in, and we can all fit in there nice and safe and nice and cozy. But I just feel like that's the safest place for us.
And tell our viewers where you're located, at least roughly. Are tornadoes your biggest fear where you live?
I am in the St. Louis area, and there was a few that were just a little too close for comfort. So I have a little bit of reassurance that I have a kit if we need it, but I've always just been afraid of tornadoes, and I just want to be very safe and as prepared as I can.
Is this something, Tori, that you plan on just keeping, there in your safe spot permanently, or is it something that you think you might, just use seasonally?
I'll probably just leave it down there. I might need to change out some of the things. I added shoes in there because I feel like that's very important. If there is a tornado, you don't want to be walking around with debris and glass and wood and everything. So I'll probably have to change out the shoes. But other than that, I think everything else is just good to go and stay down there.
I see you have a couple topics that you talk about quite a bit on your TikTok. Are you going to start to, venture into weather preparedness? What other videos would you like to make?
I actually have an idea planned. I want to clean out my unfinished basement. It is kind of really bad. So I feel like I could make a few series out of that, just cleaning it. And then I thought it would be really fun to just kind of make it a little bit more cozy and not as scary as an unfinished basement. Maybe get some carpet or something in there just to make it a little bit nicer for my family if we have to go down there.
I love it, cozy vibes for your safe spot. You might be onto something.
Although, Tori, I would say if you plan on doing it spring cleaning videos, I will volunteer my house.
Yes.
You can come over to my house and we can do those videos anytime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is great. She could be like Marie Kondo for storm preparedness for us.
Yes. Tori, I did want to ask you real quick, though. Did you talk to your kids about this, and the whole family was on the same page about what you're going to do during tornado?
Yeah, so we all have a plan. I think it's important to have a plan for any type of anything. So we all know as soon as the sirens go on, we all go down to the basement, and I do bring my kids' iPads down there, and it kind of keeps them less stressed, and they're entertained, and maybe some coloring. And we all know what our job is, who's going to grab who, and we just do it.
Well, Tori Breen, it's great to talk to you. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
She had some good ideas. And again, she said it took 5 minutes. So we can having it there, then you don't have to think about it when the storm hits.
What's kind of great about, people like her and the videos they make, they're short, easy to digest, and so you get the point right away.
Exactly. So, well, and she's more fun to watch than you being here's what's in my kit.
No one cares what I have to say.